I have
I had
outfit.
to take a
As
piss.
you can see by our money, I have money grinded outfit or characters with new weapons and armor. Kill me. I've also gotten the persona ranks to max. Also kill me.
Nice.
Now let's head for the first temple. We're gonna first tackle the Aquarius temple.
Ready for that end game.
Wait a second, we're not the skull from Taurus temple. We stopped by there. F you! I wanted to do it first.
Rip.
Who cares what order we do it in? Fine,
don't think-
Taurus temple.
What if they made a Shin King Kong
Ooh.
in another universe?
Ooh. Don't do that to me, Andy. How the hell would you even make King Kong like very sad and depressing in like his body aspect?
I'd imagine he'd be kind of like even more grotesque looking, like I don't know, like he.
Like with Shin Godzilla, you saw he was in pain. How would you do that with Kong? Because like Kong wasn't born out of nukes, so that's a little weird.
I mean, what was the thing in the other movie? He in the earlier incarnations, he was like always chained up or something.
Yeah.
Tribal people.
No, they offered up sacrifices to him. They chained up women.
Oh. I don't know. I'm sure they could like think of something. Maybe make it about like animal experimentation, and he just like grew too big.
Ooh.
Like people with like gigantism or something.
Oh, maybe.
I forgot how eventually the bone density or whatever almost makes you paralyzed.
Oh yeah.
I swear the fucking door opening sounds like a fart. Just can't get over it.
Nerk.
No. Don't speak those words here.
Okay, I just want to show the character's ultimate skills. Like, Taja's ultimate skill is Nova Kaiser. If I doubt any of his enemies will survive past Blade of War, so he'll probably be dead by that point. But once you reach the max rank for ultimate personas, they get ultimate skill. Except for you, Jude, because you don't have it. You don't have an ultimate persona.
Wait, Nova Kaiser.
I forgot to turn on the animations. I'm mad now. I ruined it. Okay, I salvaged it.
I kind of noticed that in Japanese like games and shit, they like using the fucking word Kaiser
Yeah.
like a lot. Kind of noticed that.
That's the one of the best animations. That's the one of the best animation persona in history. Like, Apollo stops time, teleports behind you, then obliterates you with both almighty and light damage.
Ultra
How's
Instinct?
that not the best thing?
Did I overdo it?
Armando, I didn't say ultra. Armando, I said it stops time.
Oh, hits thing then. Okay.
Which time?
Nova Kai's
Which
animation.
time?
Well, Nova Kai's animation that Apollo stops time, teleports behind you, then obliterates you with almighty and light damage. So just don't call it that, June. Call it intense love instead. I don't know what the love and beauty part, but jealousy stuff hits me down in the head. I bet you look great with horns. Taurus, associated with Earth, symbolize love and beauty, as well as wealth and fertility. Taurus is known to be extremely jealous, so I think his constellation fits Lisa like a glove.
Wow.
For someone who's going to be fighting herself soon, Lisa seems pretty relaxed. It's all thanks to Jun and Kiichi. And you too, of course. I think you'll be fine no matter when I go. Also, different to know, these two, can't do negotiations together because they argue on which one of them gets to have Tatsuya's dick.
What the fuck?
Earth's house by wind, but cultivates water. Water flows along the earth, but quenches fire. Fire crowned by water creates wind. Wind is born from fire, but levels the earth. Yeah, freaking just as much as freaking Lisa obsessed with Tatsuya, June also loves Tatsuya.
Oh.
Hence him being like, Lisa be jealous. Lisa be jealous because she ain't me. Guess my options go downstairs. I'm reapplying a stoma. Yeah, so much persona to do this. Freaking annoying. Nah, we can't just sell a stoma items in a shop like P1. That'd be a smart thing to do. Also, Andy, I've been playing Tales of Legendia. I want to kill people.
Yeah.
I want to murder. Remember how that game was a dumb, goofy game? Now I'm in the second half. Yes, the second half that takes place after the credits, mind you. Where the game wants you to take it seriously. And not only have the characters now actually gotten worse, they're now pissing me off. You have to redo dungeons. And once you beat the dungeon again, you have to walk all the way back out. Mind you, Legendia works with a random encounter system and has no in-game, no map for the dungeons. Meaning dungeons that look very samey will look exactly the same. You don't know which way you're going.
Name of this game again?
Legendia? It's a PS2 game.
Got it.
And this is since a PS1 game, and it has a map system.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking rough.
On top of the fact that the enemies in the second half of the game all have freaking buffed up, all have freaking buffed up HP. So not only is it a slug in one way, it's a slug in every way possible. And I've been told that section has the good writing in the game. And I'm like, I just did one thing so far, and I'm already pissed off. Like I told Armando via text, where the game had me go to a house in this hard-to-navigate town, only for him to teleport me to a different house, go back to the first house, get teleported back to the second house, go back to the first house again.
Yeah.
And it's like, why not just transfer me between the houses if the cutscenes are going to take place in them?
I read that, I was like, here we go again.
Like freaking, not only that, the whole storyline is trying to get one of your party members who's a dad, who's been a lousy dad, to pretty much reconcile with his kid. Problem is, in the main game, I could see him, actually trying to be a father. In this section, he's not even trying. Rumors. Thinking back, it all began to LM Curse that turned into this huge thing. It's not a video game, We're nearly at the 21st century here. Why are high schools fighting to save the world? I know the saying goes, we've already boarded the ship, but I don't think whoever first said that had a spaceship in mind. She's here. The fake me. I can feel her laughing at me. She knows I'm here too. The four constellations of the Grand Cross are each associated with one of the elements of Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. These four elements maintain the balance of the world, and each has strengths and weaknesses. It's a brand of mysticism Father told me about. Shibaba is, in other words, a model for the new world. The balance of the temples to the the world may be important. This relief, it's showing the four temples, right? What is it? Order? Balance? Earth is slashed by wind but cultivates water. Water is flowed across the earth but quenches fire. Fire is combats water but creates wind. Wind is born from fire but levels the earth. Isn't it great having a character try to be a dad, except now he's not even trying to be a dad and just keeps lecturing his kid without even listening to them one bit. I'm supposed to believe that he's actually trying, even though in the main game he was trying way harder than this to be a dad. I just feel like he's just giving the F up. I'm supposed to be rooting for this a-hole?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did I go backwards?
Oh wait, what is going on with GameStop?
Simple. Some people on Reddit decided to completely mess with GameStop stocks to show the point about how stocks are stupid, and now they got the big rich people being upset that they're literally destroying the stock market by doing this stupid prank, and it's like it shows how bad the stock market is and how dumb it is.
What the fuck?
The fact that some people on Reddit could get together and destroy the stock market for the lulz shows how dumb the stock market is. And yet you have people being upset, including one company that apparently, thanks to what Reddit did, completely went bankrupt because their whole thing was trying to manipulate the stock market. Now that Reddit went F you, their whole business just went tits over.
Oh no.
I'm just like, I'm looking at some of these fucking headlines. Oh, they're making new billionaires, or GameStop is worth 10 billion for the first time ever.
Yeah, they managed to increase GameStop stocks from costing like $5 per stock to suddenly costing like hundreds of dollars.
Just how? What the fuck?
They manipulate the stock market, showing how stupid, how easy it is to manipulate it, and how dumb it is.
Yeah, actually, people upset about it. Like,
Yeah, there's people
they're violating.
There's people mad because it's my job to manipulate the stocks, and it's like, well, F you. How about you sit down, be humble, and get effed? Also, what I didn't tell Andy also was the fact that throughout Legendia, they make you do slide puzzles. I did a slide puzzle that took me like half an hour to do, and the end result was me having to do the most basic thing possible, and I'm like, how is I even supposed to predict that? And that's why I hate slide puzzles. You spend so long doing it only to find out the answer was the most basic thing, and I was like, how am I supposed to expect that? So my brother says that's apparently my fault for overthinking slide puzzles, because they're puzzles meant for babies. Put the blocks in the right place, Johnny. Which I say, how about they just stop sucking? It's like that one infamous slide puzzle in RE4. Yeah, in reality, it's super easy to do, but do you think anyone's gonna figure that out on their first try? Or within the first 2 hours? The answer is no. They're gonna keep trying. We're gonna find out if they just rotated the pieces, they would have done it. How am I supposed to know that? F yeah, I'm alive. Back to reapplying a stone law. grind for the sole reason so that way we can just restore throughout these dungeons.
What are there, like 5 dungeons?
Yeah, for the final 5 dungeons. Hopefully we can just restore throughout the other dungeons. Can I check for this one? We still got 3 other dungeons to do in the town, and then we got Shabalba. Because when you don't have random encounters, look how smoothly things go. Look how nice everything is.
Just a walk in the park.
She's here, almost to her. My persona's hopping mad.
Someone get Chipotle?
Is that necessary? Welcome one and all to my shrine. You look like you got a real weight off your chest now that you spilled the beans about not speaking a word of English. Yeah, no thanks to you.
That face.
But what about the other stuff you haven't mentioned, huh? Like swindling money from perverted old farts, and experiments with those nasty drugs. A little late to regret it all, if you're rebelling against Steven. Poor Mammy and me who got dragged to your mess too. I just want to get close and bask in my glory. Talk about an ego trip. I mean, you're only dogging Tatsa because you were after the same stats that you hated everyone else exploited you for. You say you hate being different. Really, you want to be noticed. That's why you went for Tatsuya, accepting everyone's attention. We're just sweeping under the fact that she not only stole from grown men, but also did drugs. Just because she didn't like her dad, Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, and he never saw her. Her dad is based on Steven Seagal. You're desperate for someone to lean against, but you don't believe in anyone. Honestly, what a selfish little bee you are. You're absolutely right. I was a pathetic little girl for a long time. I'm different now. I found what I lost. You should remember, if you're me, my dream 2 years ago was to marry my first love, Tatsuya. Stop. The Tatsuya I loved died back then, so he'll always be mine. I won't let anyone tell me how I feel. Tatsuya's feelings are his business, but my feelings are mine. Even if Tatsuya hates me, I love him. I don't give a damn about that Tatsuya's feelings. Tatsuya's mine and mine alone.
Mando's really enjoying these faces.
I can sense you and your other self. It pisses me off. You're just a speed bump in my way. So... I shall return you to the soil. I am the goddess of licentiousness and bewitchment. Now, come to death's embrace. That's my line! I am the goddess of beauty, virtue, and love. I am you. You are me. Let us now become one. Get her!
There is a different version of that cutscene. You not have the characters' ultimate personas.
Oh.
But it basically boils down to the shadows going, "You're gonna fight me? You're gonna try and fight me with that persona? Pfft, you suck." Also, another thing: if you bring in your ultimate personas to these fights, then your ultimate personas will then get upgraded to essentially pretty much ultimate personas won't have weaknesses anymore. So it's like you really want to bring them to these fights.
You know, he basically deal with her.
Andy, Tatsuya's Japanese VA plays Dio.
Oh.
Well, now.
I don't know that.
Just to note, not only does Apollo literally do time stop, but a Japanese VA for Tatsuya plays Dio. Yeah, with Ultimate Personas, these fights are kind of gonna be a joke. Because these fights don't really have anything that can really do anything to us, especially at this point in the game. So it's basically just a give me. I'm sure it's fine. See, it's fine.
I'm counting on you.
Is anyone hitting on Tatsu? Because these boys are going to keep being on each other.
This is it.
And here comes the giant fist.
Who's next?
The boss is already dead, by the way.
Oh.
The boss is almost dead already. Like I said, this is pretty much these fights are gonna be give me fights.
Persona.
Settings. Go ahead.
Come.
Here comes the giant fist. They're alive. Good. Interesting. Oh, we won.
Oh.
So I just snapped out of it.
I know, but this isn't the end of me. Light and shadow, neither can part with the other. I understand now. I admit it. That you have a place in my heart. My other self. Your inner garden has become a place of radiant splendor. There is no need to fear the works of darkness any longer.
Tatsuya, don't worry about what I said earlier. I just have to speak my mind. I want to be a drag on you. Not the best time to bring this up, is it? Who does Tatsuya like?
Jesus Christ.
Wait, this is extra choice, by the way.
There is.
No, this is actual choice.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know the game, right? Which one's the proper response?
There is none.
It's whatever you want. Okay. Well, interesting.
The only one I'll say is that saying Ikichi is 100% just a joke option.
Let's make her happy. Say you feel the same way.
I'm surprising you. Also, most people go for June because that's the only gay relationship you're gonna get from a protagonist in a Persona game. Otherwise, that's the only gay option you ever get in Persona. Really? I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. I'm so happy that I'm getting a little misty-eyed. Jesus, passionate as ever. It's tough being Lady Killer, isn't it? Lisa's still as blunt as I remember her to be. Seriously, that was one of a confession. Even I was blushing. I'm letting a mopey guy and old lady get the best of me. Are you declaring war? I'm not going down without a fight. Now, shall we?
Ikichi was the true option.
On a skull everlasting earth. If my slumbers stirred, water will run rampant and wind will have no destination. Aldo, come on, let's get going to the next temple. If you disturb
Yeah,
my
who gives a
slumber,
fuck?
I will destroy. There will be no wind. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. But so that's another thing. Many people will try and tell you that the canonical option is June. That is not the case. It's just the fact that the writer likes that one the most. But liking it does not mean canon. Because there is no actual canonical option. It's just a fact that Tatsuya is bisexual. There is a side quest in this game that really emphasizes that point. Where Tatsuya just looks in the room and goes, "All the girls are hot. All the boys are handsome." Now we go to Aquarius Temple. For the love of God, let me go in. I want in. I want in this one. This one specifically. Now to Aquarius Temple. Yes, we can go in.
And if I played the stock market, I could have had like 40 pre-built computers by now.
Can you run Minecraft on ray tracing?
Probably. Yeah.
You actually should be able to. He has a 2080 Super. Should be able to.
20. Yeah.
You run Crisis on maximum.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Flex.
Armando, my GPU is like 4 to 5 years old, and it's still top of the line.
Oh, but Andy's Mr. Flex though.
How am I flexed?
You got a 2080 Super. I got 1070. I bought that thing.
Oh.
Bought that thing for $400 when it came out.
Shit. Flexing title's been passed on to you now.
Am I flexing? And he has a better card. It's the fact that the 1070 is just a great card that still holds up even today.
No, see, anything better than mine equals flex.
What do you have?
Do you have a 1080?
I don't remember actually. How do I see that again? What settings?
Yeah,
are
you have a
that?
1080. You have a 1080 Ti.
That's better
Do
than
I?
me.
You're the one. You're the one flexing.
No, I don't recall having. I don't think I have a 1080 Ti. Hold on. How do I? Let me remember how I see my shit.
That
Was
card
it
was
settings?
$500 when it came out.
Like around, I think you just legit have a top of the line laptop, but you don't play anything on high because you're afraid of overheating it.
Oh great, it's this kind of dungeon where the gimmick is pitfalls.
Oh, pitfalls.
You like them? You better like them because Eternal Punishment exists. I guess these two come up.
we're using save states.
Of course.
Andy, the save system in this game is basically the exact same thing. The only difference is save states are just faster. Both Innocence and Eternal Punishment let you save on the spot. I can do the exact same thing, but we gotta sit through a loading screen every time.
Uh.
So like, what, you want me to do it the slow way? Because that makes it legitness.
That's cool.
GTX 1080.
That's better than me, Armando.
Oh shit.
Mr. Flexing Boy.
No! No! Now I have to flex.
Now you're flexing on us.
Shit.
Andy, look at this guy just flexing his graphics card, am I right?
Yep.
Trying to make us all look bad, because we're not as rich as him.
I must hide in my cave.
He became the thing he hated. Drip Goku.
Comment.
Shit.
Comment. So long.
Kind of like that fucking Japanese Ronald McDonald commercial.
Yeah.
Should I be aware of this apparent Japanese Ball commercial?
It's like an old ass meme from like 2008 or some shit.
Earth, water, fire, wind. 4 elements. Earth is Taurus, water is Scorpio, fire is Leo, and wind is Aquarius. The belief must show the relationship of these elements to each other. Joker died at the Caracol. It was everyone's rumors that gave Joker the power to grant dreams. And Shibaba took flight because of rumors too. Philemon said someone's making rumors come true. But did he mean June's father? Even from here I can sense Father's presence. His words have up in the city. Father, yes, it's him. The reason people at the city clung to June because they want a cheap, easy way to achieve their dreams. Not everyone thinks it's a good thing, but once they know the options out there, it's too tempting to pass up. Man, karma really is deeply rooted. Why are we doing P5R better than P5R?
Just happens.
Oh yeah, you just like P5R too. Almost forgot about that.
I hate the
Oh.
third semester in P5R, and we're basically doing the moral of the story way better than P5R.
Shit, now I gotta do another video.
No, here's the
Are you
thing.
secretly coming up with video ideas?
Armando, before you do that, just know, the third semester still is fun to play. It's just written like trash.
Okay, so you
Sakura
don't
War-
maximate hate.
Sakura Wars is 100% trash.
Okay, never mind. So I'll skip out then. Okay.
The dungeon is entertaining. It's just the fact that they have to cram in backstory for the person it belongs to, so it ends up wasting your time with several cutscenes telling you stop playing the game. Here's a cutscene, or telling you talk to every NPC in this room right now before you can progress. The final boss fight is what I would call the second good boss fight in Persona 5. Yes, there's only 2. Yes, I know the achievement. Persona 5 Royal now has 2 good boss fights, as opposed to P5, which only had 1 good boss fight. The bosses are not fun in P5. Speed boy. There we go. Just in case there's more pitfalls here. Speed. That's Trish Spring. Don't need that. Wayfall, yes. Everyone likes the pattern of the cult people being the Nazis and the Nazis being the cult people.
Wow.
It's gonna keep happening every dungeon. By the way, remember everybody, who appreciates this back in the day thing where we could just, you know, not have a background?
The good old days.
Where we could just say, who even needs a background? We can just put a Aquarius logo and put it on loop. Good job, boys. This is seriously, or and the commander missed. The commandant missed. Doing real good here. Southern Kagura fans are preparing for the 10-year anniversary of Southern Kagura by trying to not only have a trend, but to also try and finally get news on Southern Kagura 7.
Isn't Senran Kagura dead?
It's not officially dead, but the way Sony treats Japanese games, it basically is dead, which is why some people are hoping they just not release on PlayStation. If that's the case. That's not true, June. You said when you were little you wanted to be a teacher, didn't you? What's a teacher's job? To lead students to their ideals. You should make your lesson about the importance of dreams. There you go again. Won't be like that's a bad habit of yours ever since you were a kid, June. Come on, see you gotta cheer up. Aquarius, associated with the element wind, symbolizing upheaval and destruction, as well as evolution and philanthropy. Those are only words. In reality, I symbolize an arrogant fool. No one can lead people to their ideals. If it's a how you want, watch and learn from the great Michelle. Alright, both sides now. On the count of 3, let's... I got no words.
Also, that's rude, Andy.
What?
That picture is rude.
King Cuck and Chadzilla?
Wow!
I mean, King Kong may be a cuck, but at least he didn't. At least he's the reason for Godzuki existing.
Oh.
Got him.
Godzuki.
Oh, you know about Godzuki?
You know,
Oh,
you
that
forgot that
sounds very-
abomination from the 60s where he looked like he had a fucking LSD face?
Oh no, it's Dino.
What?
He looks like fucking Dino. I forgot about Godzuki.
Dino? Who the fuck is Dino?
From
Flintstones?
Oh.
Wow. I get a mecha Godzuki.
We don't. We actually don't.
Pathetic. The marionette that danced in ignorance has arrived. Flowers inevitably will. Did someone so transient be compared to the stars? How far it may be, but still a precious blossom. Time for you to give back the wooden crystal skull.
Do you think your full memories have returned to you, Marionette? What do you mean by that? I remember it all now. How I made everyone suffer. The things I did. Such rank foolishness! Wither and die alongside your precious flowers!
So since there is no Shadow June or anything, instead what you need to do is bring June's initial persona, Hermes to the boss fight. It is. This is the most important thing you do this. Not time to beat the monsters again. How tough can they be? Like, not that tough, apparently.
Gute Nacht.
He said though.
Bloody honeymoon!
So yeah, let's just keep that up until the Nazis die, shall we? Anything worth mentioning as we kill the Nazis?
Nope.
Bravo.
Mostly because I'm editing something. They are really putting out figures before the movie even fucking comes out?
Of course.
Yep.
Toys. I mean, it's like how some movies had stuff spoiled because they put the toys first. Like when someone found a special lightsaber that was a spoiler from a Star Wars movie, they actually got threatened with a lawsuit over it. It's like, I just bought a toy. What are you talking about?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
hold-
seeing from the fucking thing that Kong's holding, it looks to be a bone with Godzilla's fucking fin in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, looks like one of his scales. No way.
He fucking ripped part of Godzilla's back off.
That's pretty metal.
Doomslayer Kong.
Why are these civic Nazis so strong? Now they got magic? I killed yourself. Persona can change form. Oh, hit the Nazis. Now what? Oh, you pitiful fool. You don't even know who was meant to be seated here. What? Mama? What's wrong, June? Are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. Just need to hurry get to school. I am the school of howling winds. If my slumbers disturb, earth will become conceited, and fire will lose its wrath. Let's hurry to the next temple. First, we need to make a pit stop to the Velvet Room. Hey Igor, how you doing? How's you doing? Yes, I know about mutations, Igor. Don't worry about it. What, I gotta unequip it for something? Oh, just... Freaking change. That was something yours. Come on. And now we shall create June's actual ultimate persona, which requires the mutation of Hermes. After defeating Nazis, you can mutate Hermes into its true form. I am Kronos, the dark sun that kills its father and wields the scythe of false power. See the karma controlling one's destiny. As we have June's actual ultimate persona. Guess what? That means that level 1. Who's ready to start ranking up this persona? Does they really exist? Is that how we reunite like this? I don't think so. I think it was thanks to you, Tatsuya, because you're here. We were able to meet again. Doesn't it feel that way? A room between the cracks of consciousness and unconsciousness. I locked away my unbearable guilt and ran from it, or so I thought. I understand that unconscious and unconscious selves are both you. What matters is the courage to face yourself. This place never changed, right? It's just like us. I'm still the same deep down as I used to be. I'll probably stay that way. Come to think of it, getting to June to join the gas chambers would be awesome too. Throw in Tacha, you have the ultimate visual key band. I know the city's in chaos right now, but it's all my reason to hang out to my dream. It's my reason for living after all. All my songs to help a hero's heart do not make them dirge of death. Those who leave resolved hearts have a sublime glint in their eyes. Even I, who is blind, can sense it. Only one man had eyes like yours before. You are not a second. Let's get healed up. Will show your attention? Sure. In the store. To the next temple. Which one? This one. Scorpio. And let's go. Now we need to actually start getting into some fights so that way Kronos can... Ah, perfect! So Kronos can start leveling up.